Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Journeyman. We head into the January transfer window today with minimal money, but work needing to be done. So we kind of need to get cracking, really. We've got an important league game against Kilmarnock at the beginning of the month as well, which is really kind of vital to win if we genuinely want to finish in the top six. We're not really that bothered about the cup this season, mainly because we need to focus on the league and we don't really have the squad depth to go on a cup run either. Ross County, we can sim and hopefully win, and then obviously we'll play Celtic at the end of the episode as well, the day before deadline day. So plan is play Kilmarnock, play Celtic, sim the two in between, and sign some players in the meantime. We've switched formation. We are now playing a 3-5-2. Ingram is currently a wide man for us. I think he can comfortably play there, but the game says that he isn't suited to it and it's going to take 18 months to retrain as a winger or as a right mid, which is nonsense, really, but what can you do? Robertson has a 4-star weak foot, so we should probably put him on the other side, but we are looking to sign some new players in this transfer window. We're going to try and sign a striker or two, as Murray's 34 and declining and hasn't really done anything for me yet, and quite frankly is going to do less and less as time goes on, and my backup striker is even worse. So definitely need a striker, and then going to need some more wide men and maybe a central midfielder as well. Centre-backs we fired on. God Christ, goalkeeper's coming out my arse. So hopefully with the names we've got on the shortlist we'll be able to get some done. We've got free agent options, we've got loanee options, and hopefully we can afford to get most of what we want to get done. So to begin with, the first player we're looking at maybe is Othmane Mama on loan from Montpellier, although there are better options for us, we believe. He's going to be a backup option. A free agent, Alexis Gutierrez, seems like a bit of a no-brainer, really. He can play anywhere in the midfield and looks quite well-rounded. Not very quick, but could still do a job out wide with 72 crossing, and he's left-footed with a 4-star weak foot, so that would add great depth. Then, with regards actual out-wide positions, we're potentially going to look to loan Michael Olakigbe, but it depends on wages. There's a free agent, Alexander Nazarenko, 78 rated, that it's not really realistic for us to sign, if we're honest. I don't mind being quite unrealistic in this save, but let's not take the piss, shall we? There's Erho Nisala, who is not that bad, actually, but a backup option for sure. Then we have a striking option that I'm quite keen on actually loaning in, which is Gatlin Adonka, who is currently at Oxford and available on the loan list and would surely add something considerable to our front line. He can play out wide as well, although his crossing is not great. And then there was one final, which is Edwin Alstbert at Stade Rennais. So he's probably the priority out wide. And then Adonkor is the priority up top. And then the free agent as well. But certainly this guy is going to be the one to loan in initially. So we're going to try basic terms. Just a short-term loan, please. Just to the end of the season. And then we'll try and pay as little as we can, because as you can see there, I've only got about 25 grand in my wage budget, which is not going to stretch very far. So if Oxford can pay 70%, that'd be great. They want me to pay 80. Oh Christ, that's significantly too much the other way. I definitely wasn't hoping to pay that much. 70-30. I've not got any sort of like bar to say what the tension is like at the moment, and they won't let me pay 50-50, so that one's going to have to go on the back burner. Bugger. Okay, duly noted. Well, let's see if we can get the guy from Stade Rennais in, Osbort, because he looks pretty decent, and then we'll look to get the free agent in, and then hope that we've got enough left for Adonkor when it comes back around. Again, basic terms, short term. What's he on? He was on 7. Christ, that is a lot of money. And I don't want to pay 60%. Just please don't ask for 50-50 is all right. 50-50 we can manage. Can I play 40? Yes. Good. Hopefully he agrees to come. That would be banging. Right. Centre mid next. Let's go and get that free agent in, and then we'll go for a Donker again in due course. And then you never know. We might get everything done that we want to in this window, or at least close to it. I'll put rotation. He'll probably want important. He wants crucial. Will you accept important? No. All right, fine. Have crucial. You'll just have to get annoyed at me. 3-year contract is fine by me. No release clause. $5 a week is great, actually. I'd be happy to give you 6. Now that we've gotten rid of that bonus. Sign it. Good lad. Gutierrez is in. Alexis Gutierrez joins Dundee FC. Our first signing in Scotland is done. The game against the side that are chasing us for a spot in the top half. Kieran O'Hara in goal. They're playing a very defensive back 5. Joe Wright, Robbie Diaz, Lewis Mayo's very good. Ethan Brown and Corian Dabra at left back. Mustafa Mashal with Carl McGuinness in the midfield and Rory McKenzie at cam. With Bruce Anderson and Inez Cameron at striker. They've got options on the bench that in some places are actually quite decent. They're not great, Kilmarnock, but not exactly any better and or worse than us. Our new signing Gutierrez is into the starting lineup at right CDM, and hopefully this new formation will work for us, although you can quite clearly tell that with no Stiffy in there, we are rotated for this, as bodies are tired with a busy fixture list, but after this game we'll be able to recover stamina throughout the course of the month. So I'm hoping that, provided we can survive this game, it's going to have to be a case of surviving this game, then we'll be good for the rest of the season to maintain stamina, considering the amount of bodies we're going to bring in this window. Wow, Cameron. Bit of space. Space to let fly with a shot as well. O'Hara forced into the save. All right. We seem like we might well be a threat here for Kilmarnock. Main with the ball to Lyle Cameron. Oh, it's an excellent tackle by Brown. That is just the best and exactly what he needed in that situation. Oh, didn't quite have the acceleration to burst past the man. We're doing all right. First experience of this formation is that it's not working, basically, which is good. With the run of Mr. Main in the box. Main could go all the way. Is he going to be the main man today? It doesn't seem so yet, but he's had our 2 best efforts, really, from inside the box. Ingram running around. Cameron blocked well by the defence. They keep giving it away, Kilmarnock. They're under pressure here continually. And a goal might come. Is Simon Murray going to provide it? No. Wide. Good run. Still a good run. That's definitely a foul. It's outside the box. I don't know as we've got a free kick specialist. But it's certainly a good chance to have a go. I think Cameron's just going to be the best bet, isn't he? He's really not got very good stats, but I'll try. We have a Cameron Brannigan special from Lyle Cameron. Absolutely not. Maybe from open play. Not bad, but still no. Cameron. Oh, it's a great ball on the volley. Maybe was going wide, but felt the need to save it anyway, McCracken, just to ensure the clean sheet is still intact. McGuinness gets it back. Diaz and Brown. And wide, that's a good chance for Kilmarnock. They might rue that if we're able to take one at the other end. Mulligan. Here's Simon Murray. That is 1-0 Dundee. Sending Dens Park into raptures. The goal's been coming throughout the course of the whole game, if we're honest. But Kilmarnock had started the brighter at the beginning of the second half. Simon Murray, about to be replaced in the starting lineup, has popped up with a good goal. Oh, lovely little flick. Anderson's got many an option here. And young McCracken at it again. I seem to be relying very heavily on my goalkeepers this era of FC, to be honest. Doesn't matter whether it's this save or the RTG save. We were very heavily reliant on our goalkeepers in every other save at every other team we've done this year on this game. I think in general, I am just very much needing the men between the sticks to perform to keep me in games, because I am not very good at defending. I don't know whether you've ever noticed. Mulligan. Ingram. Great ball. Main. 2-0. Well, neither of these strikers are going to be anywhere near the starting lineup for the rest of the season. And they've both scored today. So at least it means maybe, even though they're declining, they still might be able to do a job against the bottom half of the table, which is at least good to know. And there is room to get into. And he will duly get into it. Oh, Murray's left him for dead. Murray again. Oh, brilliant save. Maybe I should have tried to finesse it. Thought I'd just try and slam it across the face of the goalkeeper into the back of the net on the far side. And the man between the sticks has pulled out a great stop there to stop us from extending the lead to 3 and really putting the game to bed. Although it's probably in bed already, this result. I don't think Kilmarnock have got 2 goals in them for sure. We have gotten fortunate on occasion that they've made mistakes and haven't been able to take their chances, whereas we have been taking some of ours. I don't know as we really deserve a 2-0 win, but we definitely deserve the 3 points all told. They've created quite a few chances, but the goalkeeper's not necessarily been unduly bothered by most of them. If we're being genuinely honest, McCracken has definitely had a lot more to do in other games, but still watched them score 1-0 late on just to rub it in my face. And no, Shaughnessy gets the interception, and we'll just simply keep the ball from there, and then I very nearly just immediately gave it away. This will be game. And he's off. Yep, no, that'll be game. Dundee United, no, not Dundee United. Dundee FC 2, Kilmarnock 0, and that will cement us in the top half, which is just what we needed. Oh, is this the loanee coming in from Stade Rennais? It might be. I think it is. Confirmed on match day. Asper is in. That's fantastic. He'll be in then for the next game. Yeah, Asper in from Stade Rennais. Loan confirmed, and between now and the game against Hearts, we should hopefully... Sorry, mate. You're still in the squad, but nothing more. Hopefully, between now and the next game, we should be able to get that loanee in from Oxford as well, Odoncourt. So, hopefully, by the time we come to the league games at the end of the month, we'll be in a much stronger position as a squad. Can go back in for Odoncourt now. Gonna have to pay more than I want for his wages, but now that we've been able to get the other deals done, hopefully we can afford to spend a bit more on him. I'll offer 60. They might accept that. They have done. Good. Okay, we can afford that, and then we might be able to afford someone else a little bit later in the window if we isolate the fact, or isolate another position where we feel that we might need another body. I think Olakikpi might be on his way to someone else. There was at least some interest in him from somewhere else, but that is Gatlin Odoncourt in from Oxford for 6 months. So he'll go straight in the starting lineup ahead of the other 2 that just scored goals for us, unfortunately for them. Maybe it would only be fair to put him in after they drop form. So, I want to play him, so I'm going to play him. Vivanti's back from injury as well, which is good. Murray wants, or he's saying, he's not one to say he's unhappy. Well, I have now, thank you. So, how about you show your face? Right, okay, come on then. Hearts in the cup next. Right, so new striker in up top on the left-hand side. New winger out on the left-hand side. New centre mid still playing at CDM. 3 good, higher rated than anyone else in the side, signings for this window. So I'm still not anticipating us to be able to battle with a side like Hearts, and rather evidently, quite convincingly, we're not. That is a very strong result for them. Perhaps a little bit too strong, but is what it is. And then Ross County next in the league. We won that last time with a team that is not as good as the one that we've got. A loan to buy for my 40-year-old... Sure, yeah, no, yeah, go on then. Just sure. I'll negotiate it, accept it, and then you can have him. I just don't... He's you want to loan a 40-year-old for 2 years? And then pay for him at the end of that? Suit yourselves. I'll take the 200 grand. Not that we're probably going to be here at Dundee in 2 years' time, but certainly we're going to spend at least 18 months here. And fingers crossed, the next calendar year can continue on with wins in the league. We beat Kilmarnock. We beat Ross County last time we played them. We're going to sim them this time, and I'm hopefully confident. Oh, we're going to win again! Da, 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 no! Bottom of the table, Ross County win by 2-0 away from home. Lovely, good, wonderful, superb. Okay, well, we're still, thankfully, 6th in the table, but now Kilmarnock are back within 3 points of us and could be back level on points with us with their game in hand. How have Ross County managed to pull that out the bag then, eh? All right, cool. Celtic next. Celtic with a slightly changed side to the one that we played last time. Sinisalo's in goal for them this time. Samadeo at right back. Nawrocki at centre back alongside Trusty and Greg Taylor. Callum McGregor, Paolo Bernardo and Arne Engels still in the midfield with Kuhn and Mbolo starting up top. And Maida, who scored the winner against us, of course, in the last game, out on the left. Ralston on the bench. Eder on the bench, who started against us last time as well, and Carter Vickers. They're all just not quite fit enough to start this one. Our first game at Ibrox did not go too well. We lost it by 4-2. Our first game against Celtic, we nearly got a point from, but I have a feeling our first game at Celtic Park is probably going to go worse. Ah, superb. Here's Greg Taylor then. And Greg Taylor finds Silla only. Never mind. Bill Donald and Mbolo. McCracken makes the save. It just keeps falling Celtic's way in the opening 7 minutes. Kuhn will take the corner short. Dazen Maida into Austin Trusty, who's not the go-to goal scorer there. And this is a Doncour's first touch for me. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's going to have to go all the way. But he might well go all the way. What a debut goal this would be. Screw you, Sinisalo. Bernardo floats it. 1-0, keeper's ball. It was pretty straightforward. Didn't find it that difficult against Celtic to be competitive last time we played them. And at the minute, not blowing me away. Certainly nowhere near the way that Rangers did. Can we challenge for that? No. Can we challenge for that? Yes, but still not going to win either ball. Arne Engels is getting forward. We're a long way away from having a squad that is anywhere near as good as Celtics at the minute, aren't we? Even just a couple of their first team players, we're a long way away from getting near that quality. Our highest rated player is Lyle Cameron, at 73, and outside of that it's a 67 rated loanee or a 69 rated free agent that we've just signed. So this team is a long way from having an 80 to 81 rated player in it. And we're not even close to having players that can pull that sort of finish out the bag. Briel Donald Dembolo scores a wonder goal and Celtic lead at Celtic Park. Looking for him, finding a Doncourt. He looks for him, finds Stiffy. Stiffy in the box. Dear Scott Tiffany, you're better than that. That should be 1-1. No excuses. Wide men always seem to be in quite a bit of space, actually, against Celtic at the minute. Oh, Mulligan, what a take. On the top of the head. That is unbelievable. And he's still going. They tried to step for the offside, Celtic. It didn't work. Oh, my God, Austin Trusty. They shot themselves in the foot and then had a prosthetic waiting to just throw at me with Austin Trusty. And then they've gone and scored to go 2-1 up the other end. 2-0 up the other end. Unbelievable. It's Maida again. That's how quickly it can change. Bugger. Mulligan. Plus, this year it has been more difficult to find a genuine, realistic, difficult challenge with the gameplay because FCIQ is not great thus far in its first iteration. Bernardo, Dazen, Engels, Maida again, 3-0. Celtic running riot now. Dazen. It's nicely done. Mbolo's in for a fourth, and that was never in any sort of doubt in that situation, was it? Okay. We're not close to Celtic or Rangers. We might be able to get ourselves potentially pushing next season, after a full year in charge, to contemplate challenging for a top 4, maybe, ahead of Hearts and or Aberdeen. But I don't see us this season finishing any higher than 5th, ahead of St Mirren. And even then, we might not be able to catch St Mirren, because we're getting smashed sometimes. It's 5-0 Celtic. So you tend to concede the same sort of goals. You score the same sort of goals. Well, they're going to get 6th, aren't they? I'm going to get sacked at this rate. 80, 83, 87. Unreal. Ride the challenge. Well done, lad. Through ball. Oh, consolation goal? No. A Doncourt flattened, and I think they're going to get a goal kick here, are they? They are. Oh, that sums up our day, doesn't it? A Doncourt's had 5 chances in this game, and to be fair, the goalkeeper's made some good saves to deny him. Overall, it's not really the sort of game to judge anybody's capability or impact on the team, is it, really? They're going to get a 7th. They're not going to get a 7th. Well in, missed McCracken. Boos! Boos around the ground. What are they booing? What on earth could they possibly be booing? McCracken makes another save. It will only be 6. Celtic tends to hammer Dundee, I'm told in chat, at Celtic Park. And, well, this is the most realistic thing, then, that we could potentially have done today, is lose by 6-0 at Celtic Park. Or is it going to be 6-1? 6-0 at Celtic Park. Hooray! We've arrived on deadline day. There are some moves going through, but nothing massive on deadline day itself thus far. Devin Wrench moves from Ajax to Hoffenheim. That's the biggest deal so far. I'm not sure. All told for the window, of course. Tijani Reinders now moves from AC Milan to Atleti, and some bigger deals are starting to go through. We obviously don't have any money, and we've basically done all of our business right now. Utrecht have bid for Silla of £560,000. I'm going to reject that. I can't afford to lose anyone at this particular moment in time, but certainly in the summer we would consider selling some to raise some funds if there's anybody that's worth anything. Andre Lunin, 37.7 million from Real Madrid to Liverpool, is the second biggest deal of the day thus far. There are lots of loans going through. I have a feeling we're going to be utilising free agents and loans in this spell at Dundee FC, very much so, because finances are going to be particularly hard to come by, which is going to make it even more of a challenge to get anywhere near Celtic or Rangers. Lots of other bids and deals going through, but nothing involving us and nothing else involving anyone at the top end of the spectrum. So we'll go and adjust the spreadsheet and update all of the Patreon movers, and then I'll give you a full transfer window roundup at the end of that window. Only £261 million spent in that transfer window, or on deadline day, which is the lowest I think I've ever seen. Transfer history then, because we moved mid-season, it's only showing me all of the deals from January, nothing from the summer. So that's perhaps part of why it was so quiet, but really? An 87 rated 33-year-old Edison for just 28.6 million from Man City to PSG. Unbelievable, Jeff. Trigger to Powell, Devin Wrench, Kelly Mwendo, Kessier to Nice, Iran Kunda to Man United. Man United fans be happy with that. Thibaut Courtois to City. Alisson to Real Madrid, intriguingly, to replace... No. He signed first and then Courtois left. Emi Martinez, Liverpool to Bayern. Well, that's a really strange transfer window. Almost certainly because of the way that we move ourselves about in the save, but really, really odd. A lot of Patreon players, well, not a lot of Patreon players, but some Patreon players moved. Let's show you the moves first. So we've seen Patrick Kelly go from Reggiana to Athletic Bilbao. We've seen Emmett go from Vela BK to Aston Villa. John Book Hyundai Motors has been swapped for Lille for Millie. Charleroi for Nottingham Forest. Then Platense for Leipzig for Courtney. Plymouth for Stade de Reims. Al Ali for Benfica. Getafe for Monaco. Sirius to Newcastle. Bodrumspor for Newcastle as well. East Bengal FC for AD to Aston Villa. That's a step up in the world. Chelsea to AVS Football Sad. That's a loan, actually. So that should be in yellow, Ches. Well done, pal. But that is... They're Portuguese, I believe. And then we've seen Cagliari for Liverpool, Hartborg for Leverkusen, Leganés for Monaco, and Shelbourne in Ireland for Paris Saint-Germain. Yep. A lot of growth as these ratings are taken in the January, because of the way we've moved in between jobs and calendar season to August to May season, etc. So bit of a jump in the growth this time around, but you guys are growing, which is the most important thing. And again, as ever, if you want to have a look at your stats in closer detail, then please do come across and join me on stream and I can show you them. As ever, of course, do feel free to pause as we're moving through. If I do this and scroll through here too quickly, by the way, then do tell me off in the comment section and I'll do it slower moving forward so that you guys find it easier to pause. I know it's not necessarily the most straightforward thing to do at times on YouTube. We'll remove some of the other guys as well. Olakipe, he was rumoured to be leaving actually, Brentford, and to be moving elsewhere, but that move fell through. I'd be intrigued to know where Nazarenko goes actually, if anywhere. If not, at some point, maybe he'll be a go-to signing for us somewhere. He's definitely not going to be a signing for us at any point, anywhere, unfortunately. As we move further forward, I'm hoping that we can consolidate in the top few in this division in the second half of this season, and then from there we'll look to crack on and see what happens in the second stage. And Europe is probably out of the realms of possibility because we're so far behind, but there's no reason why we couldn't perhaps catch up with St Mirren in 5th. And I've no idea what happens actually, or how many sides go into Europe. I think it's top 3 go Europe in Scotland, and the cup winners maybe in like qualification rounds, not straight to group stage. Celtic are definitely going to be finishing not top, but Celtic, Aberdeen and Hearts can fight it out for second spot really. Rangers have now lost a game but are going to win the league. There are 9 games to go in this stage of the season, and then of course we split the league top half and bottom half, and thankfully Kilmarnock have lost their match day on 24. So we're 3 points clear of Hibs, who are on a bit of a revival run, and Kilmarnock in 8th. 2 points behind St Mirren, who we haven't played yet, actually. We've got Hearts in the league in the next game. Obviously, we just got smashed by them in the cup, but that's fine. Then we've got Rangers, then the local derby again, and then Motherwell. So it'll probably be Motherwell at home that we sim, I would have thought, considering they are well down the bottom end of the table in 10th. So the next few episodes are pretty straightforward, I think, in terms of what games we play and what games we sim. In terms of how easy it is to get results, we shall wait and see. But we are seeming to do well against the sides that are around us and below us, and get twatted by those that are above us. So lots of work to do, and the first genuine challenge in this Journeyman save, which hopefully you guys are looking forward to, because I certainly am. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything next week, which is where I shall see you next. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.